Far beyond the silver hills and soft blue rivers, there was a peaceful village called Moon Petal Village. It was a very quiet place, very calm and very gentle. Soft wind whispered through the trees. Whoosh, whoosh. Little glowing flowers shone in the grass, and tiny fireflies floated slowly, twinkle, twinkle. Every house had a small lantern outside the door. These lanterns were special. They glowed brightly when someone told the truth. They glowed softly when someone tried their best. And they flickered when someone forgot to be truthful. In a small round house lived a little girl named Layla. Layla had warm brown eyes and soft curly hair. She wore a pale blue dress and tiny shoes. Layla was kind and gentle. She loved animals, flowers, and stories before bedtime. And most of all, Layla loved her glowing lantern. Every night, she looked at it and smiled, because her lantern usually shone bright and warm. Golden light, soft light, truthful light. One peaceful morning, Layla walked into the forest. The grass was soft, the air smelled sweet, and birds sang quietly. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Layla hummed softly to herself. Soon she met her friend, a tiny white rabbit named Mimi. Mimi had fluffy ears and a pink nose that went twitch, twitch. Layla. Mimi squeaked happily. Hello, Mimi, Layla said gently. They played together, picking flowers, watching butterflies, and listening to the bees buzz. Everything felt calm and peaceful. After playing, Layla sat beside a small wooden fence that protected a garden. Bright, orange, shiny carrots grew there. Mimi hopped closer, twitch. Mimi loved carrots very, very much. Without thinking, Layla picked one small carrot and gave it to Mimi. Mimi munched happily. Crunch, 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 Layla smiled. But soon, a soft thought came to her. The garden belonged to old Farmer Ben, and Layla had not asked. Her smile became a little smaller. That evening, as the sky turned purple and the stars began to twinkle, Layla returned home. She looked at her lantern. Usually it glowed bright and warm, but tonight it flickered. Soft flickers, little flickers, blink, blink. Layla watched quietly. Her heart felt strange, not heavy, just unsure. She whispered softly, "Why are you flickering?" The lantern just blinked in reply. Layla's grandmother, everyone called her Grandma Willow, lived next door. Grandma Willow was gentle and wise. Layla walked slowly to her house and knocked. "Oh, Leela," Grandma Willow smiled warmly as she opened the door. "Come in." Inside it was very warm with soft blankets and soft light. "Is something troubling you?" Grandma Willow asked kindly. Layla looked down. "I think my lantern is flickering." Grandma Willow nodded gently. Lanterns flicker when hearts have questions. Would you like to tell me your question? Layla took a small breath. I picked a carrot today. I gave it to Mimi. I did not ask Farmer Ben. The room stayed quiet. Grandma Willow smiled gently. Thank you for telling the truth. Layla looked up. Am I bad? Grandma Willow shook her head slowly. No, mistakes happen. But truth helps hearts grow. Layla felt warmer, safer, and calmer. The next morning, Layla walked to the garden, with Mimi hopping beside her. Farmer Ben was watering his plants. Farmer Ben? Layla said softly. He turned kindly. Yes, little Layla? Layla held her hands together. I picked a carrot yesterday. I did not ask. I am sorry. Farmer Ben smiled warmly. Thank you for telling the truth. You may always ask. He handed her a fresh carrot. Kindness and truth grow together. Layla smiled a bright, peaceful smile. That evening, Layla looked at her lantern again. It glowed warmly, golden light, steady light, truthful light. No flickers. Just a soft, warm glow. Layla felt very peaceful. Grandma Willow tucked her into bed. The blanket was soft, the pillow was warm. Outside, the wind whispered. Whoosh! The stars twinkled. Layla yawned a gentle yawn. Her eyes became very sleepy. Grandma Willow whispered softly, Truth makes hearts light. Lila whispered back, I like truth. Her eyes closed slowly. 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 And the lantern glows softly through the window, warm and steady, all night long. Remember, telling the truth, even when it's a little hard, keeps our hearts light and peaceful. Honesty helps us grow into kind and brave people. Thank you for listening. Sweet dreams.